Welcome to your tour of an animal cell. This cell is clearly an animal cell because of its lack of a cell wall or chloroplasts, and the presence of centrioles and lysosomes. On our way in, you can see the cilia here, which assist in the movement of the cell. This is the cell membrane. Note the proteins in the lipid bilayer. Some are peripheral, or on the sides, while others are integral. These proteins assist in both active transport and facilitated diffusion. Now we're moving through the cytoplasm, a watery soup in which all the organelles are suspended. Around you can see the microtubules and microfilaments of the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton provides tracks for the transport of different molecules within the cell. Here are some centrioles. They come in pairs of 2 and are made of microtubules. The centrioles are essential for mitosis of the cell. Those bluish organelles over there are vacuoles. Vacuoles hold waste for the cell, along with water and other byproducts. Here's a lysosome. Lysosomes act as sort of stomachs. They hold lots of acids and enzymes that are used for breaking things down within a cell. This here is a mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria makes ATP, which the cell uses for energy. And now we're moving past a vesicle. Vesicles like this one help to transport some of the bigger molecules through a cell. Some vesicles bring molecules to the Golgi body, and some bring molecules out of the Golgi body into either other parts of the cell or outside the cell. Speaking of the Golgi body, here it is now! The Golgi is often called the UPS of a cell because it packages and modifies proteins for the rest of the cell to use. Finally, we're approaching the center of the cell. This here is the endoplasmic reticulum. There are 2 different parts of the ER. Here is the smooth ER, which is in charge of lipid synthesis. The smooth ER appears smooth because it doesn't have any ribosomes on its surface. And here is the rough ER, which is in charge of protein synthesis. The rough ER looks rough because of the ribosomes on its surface. Here is a ribosome. These are made of rRNA, or ribosomal ribonucleic acid. These help assist in building proteins and can either be found throughout the cytoplasm or on the surface of the rough ER. And finally, we're at the nucleus. We're going to pass through the nuclear double membrane just here, which protects the cell, and now we're going on inside. Here's the nucleolus, where the DNA for the cell is kept. Around us is chromatin, which contains genetic coding. On our way outside the cell, I'll tell you about cell theory. Cell theory states that new cells are going to be formed from cells that already exist, and that cells are the fundamental unit of structure, function, and organization in all living organisms. Cell theory is one of the most important theories of biology. And that's it! A tour of an animal cell.